Right. So Srila Prabhupada at the end of this purport to the second verse, Srila Prabhupada writes, when human society gives up these elementary faults enumerated by Srila Rupa Goswami, Atyar, etc., all enmity will cease between men and animals, capitalists and communists, and so forth. In addition, all the problems of economic or political maladjustment and instability will be solved. This pure consciousness is awakened. This is an important sentence. This pure consciousness is awakened by the proper spiritual education and practice offered scientifically by the Krishna consciousness movement. How this pure consciousness can be awakened? Spiritual education and practice. So, first of all, there has to be education, and after education, there has to be practice. Then one can get purified and again offered scientifically. It is a science. So, science means you apply it, there's perfect result. If you don't apply it, you can't expect the result. This Krishna consciousness movement offers a spiritual community that can bring about a peaceful condition in the world. Every intelligent man should purify his consciousness and rid himself of the above mentioned 6 hindrances to devotional service by taking wholehearted shelter of this Krishna consciousness movement. Okay, text 3. Let's recite. Utsaha nishaya dhairyat tat karma pravartanat संगत्यागात् सतो वृत्ते षड्भिर्भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति. There are 6 principles favorable to the execution of pure devotional service. First, being enthusiastic. Second, endeavoring with confidence. Third, being patient. Fourth, acting according to the regulative principles such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna. Fifth, abandoning the association of non-devotees. And sixth, following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. These 6 principles undoubtedly assure the complete success of pure devotional service. Srila Prabhupada begins his purport here with a very important statement. Devotional service is not a matter of sentimental speculation or imaginative ecstasy. Its substance is practical activity. So this sentence itself is very important to understand. Devotional service is not a matter of sentimental speculation. So therefore, immediately after this, Srila Prabhupada is quoting the definition of pure devotional service as given by Srila Rupa Goswami. Anyabhilashada shunyam jnana karmadyanavritam anukulyena Krishna anushilanam bhakti ruttama. Anushilanam within this definition. Anu means what? Anu has 2 meanings. One is to follow, and second is continuous. These are 2 meanings of anu within anushilanam. So therefore, pure devotional service has to be following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas, following the Mahatmas, as we were discussing in the morning. Who's a Mahatma? Yes, good. So Mahatma is one who has taken shelter of the internal energy of the Lord. So, and devotional service is only within the internal potency of the Lord. So, if our activities have to be under the internal energy of the Lord, they have to be following the instructions of the Mahatmas who have taken shelter of the internal energy. So, if we don't follow them, we do things on our own whimsically, then they will not be under the internal energy, rather they'll be under external energy. Even though we may be thinking their devotional activities. So therefore, when talk of pure devotional service, it has to be following. The following is very important. That is what makes our activities under the jurisdiction of the internal potency. By following those who have taken shelter of the internal potency. So therefore, there is no scope for sentimental speculation. No scope for speculation. His Grace Shuddhagiti Prabhu, you may have heard of Shuddhagiti Prabhu. He was one of the long-standing personal servants of Srila Prabhupada. So he tells this pastime. So Srila Prabhupada, for the sake of his digestion, would accept hot, puffed up chapatis. Fulka. So they had to be puffed up because then it's good for digestion if they're like that. So therefore the system was the personal servant would go to the kitchen, get one hot chapati on the plate, bring it to Srila Prabhupada's room, put it on Srila Prabhupada's plate, offer obeisances, go to the kitchen, next chapati, come to the room, Prabhupada's plate, offer obeisances, next chapati. So like this, 5-6 times he would do. So this was in the early 70s. So there was the head pujari of Los Angeles temple. And when she heard this, she said, oh, very nice. This is the way you serve Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so from tomorrow I'll serve the deities also like that. And that's what she did the next day. So next day she did the same thing for the deities. One hot chapati for the deities. In and out. And she very happily told Shuddhagiti Prabhu, just like you serve hot chapatis for Srila Prabhupada, I've done it for the deities. And sure enough, Shuddhagiti Prabhu came and told Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada called this Mataji and said, who told you to do that? I never taught you like that. For the deities, you keep the plate in front of the deities and you go out. You don't come inside for 20 minutes. So there is no scope for speculation. One cannot speculate. Maybe I can do devotional service like this, maybe like that, maybe no. There is no scope for maybe, perhaps. One can't speculate. One must know definitely what Krishna wants. And how will one know what Krishna wants? तो क्या भगवान आकर बताएंगे कान में? कैसे पता चलेगा? हाँ? Shastra and yes, the spiritual master, the acharyas. So one has to understand from the acharyas, from the spiritual master, what Krishna wants. So one has to serve Krishna as he wants. क्योंकि हमारा उद्देश्य क्या है, लक्ष्य क्या है? To please whom? Krishna. Srila Prabhupada gives a simple example. Just like guest comes to your house, तो आप उनको क्या खिलाते हैं? जो उनको पसंद है या जो खुद को पसंद है? हाँ? Common sense. So similarly, so Krishna is here, so we have to offer him what he likes. So to find out what he likes. And so therefore Srila Prabhupada has taken the trouble to give so many instructions In his purports, in his lectures, in his letters, in his conversations, Srila Prabhupada has given so many instructions so that we know how to please Krishna. तो अगर हम पढ़ेंगे नहीं, सुनेंगे नहीं, तो फिर क्या करेंगे? क्या करेंगे? स्पेकुलेट करेंगे, क्योंकि पता ही नहीं, ऑथराइज क्या है वो पता नहीं, तो फिर स्पेकुलेट करते बैठे, शायद ये शायद वो. So therefore one has to read, one has to hear and find out what is the authorized way, what will please Krishna, and act accordingly. Then that will please Krishna. So there is no scope for, therefore Srila Prabhupada is writing, devotional service is not a matter of sentimental speculation or imaginative ecstasy. The imaginative ecstasy मतलब क्या है? That's a sahajiyas, who imagine themselves to be on a very advanced ecstatic platform even though they are not. So one cannot imagine oneself to be very advanced and therefore imitate some very advanced devotees. Nay, not allowed. So therefore, Srila Prabhupada says, matter of practical activity. So once Srila Prabhupada, when Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, this was after the inauguration of the Krishna Balaram temple. So every day Srila Prabhupada would go on a morning walk. So when he would go for the morning walk, there would be one devotee at the entrance who would stand there and he would glorify Srila Prabhupada. Sometimes he would write some poem or something like that, to glorify. Oh, Srila Prabhupada, the world Acharya, descended to deliver everything. So Srila Prabhupada would hear that for a few minutes. But on one particular day, Srila Prabhupada stopped that devotee and said, okay, all that is all right. But there is so much water here in this near this entrance. What are you doing about it? Do something. So Srila Prabhupada didn't like some sentimental stuff, some sentimentally praising, eulogizing. If one actually loves someone, what will one do? अगर एक व्यक्ति दूसरे व्यक्ति से सही में प्रेम करता है तो क्या करेगा वो? हाँ, कुछ तो कार्य करेगा ना उस व्यक्ति को प्रसन्न करने के लिए. नहीं तो अगर व्यक्ति केवल कहता है कि मैं बहुत प्रेम करता हूं लेकिन कुछ किया नहीं तो प्रेम का क्या मतलब? करेक्ट. There has to be some practical activity to show love. So therefore, devotional service is a matter of practical activity, but not whimsical practical activity. Practical activity in accordance to the previous acharyas. That is pure devotional service. Therefore, Prabhupada writes, yes, Uttam Bhakti or unalloyed devotion unto the Supreme Personality of God is Sri Krishna involves the rendering of devotional service in a way that's favorable to the Lord. And this devotional service should be free from any extraneous motive, devoid of fruitive karma, impersonal jnana, and all other selfish desires. So bhakti is a sort of cultivation. And as soon as we say cultivation, we must refer to activity. Cultivation of spirituality does not mean sitting down idly for meditation, as some pseudo-yogis teach. Such idle meditation may be good for those who have no information of devotional service, and for this reason it is sometimes recommended as a way to check distracting material activities. Meditation means stopping all nonsensical activities, at least for the time being. Devotional service, however, not only puts an end to all nonsensical mundane activities, but also engages one in meaningful devotional activities. Okay, let's start with the first one. So the first one is utsa, enthusiasm. So why is enthusiasm important in devotional service? बोलो, उत्साह जरूरी है कि नहीं? हाँ, क्यों? यस ब्रो. Okay, it's a driving force to continue one's devotional activities. Good. What else? Why is enthusiasm important? Okay, if we don't have enthusiasm, we won't put 100% effort. Okay, good. Or okay, good. That's also a good point. Okay, fine. So if we act enthusiastically, others also could be inspired. Okay. Hmm. Okay, if we're not enthusiastic, we would give up devotional service. Okay, good. Or pitch Aman. Okay, okay, good point. Okay, fine. So we can attract more grace of Guru and Krishna if we act enthusiastically, right? So yes, so Srila Prabhupada writes, one should accept this opportunity to return home back to Godhead very enthusiastically. Because we have a very lofty goal. To go back to Godhead. Srila Prabhupada says in his lectures, तो यहाँ पर किसी दूसरे देश में जाना है तो क्या आसान होता है? क्या क्या करना पड़ता है? पासपोर्ट, वीजा और उसके अंतर्गत बहुत सारे और भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स, ये वो बहुत कुछ होता है. हाँ, आजकल अमेरिका जाना इतना आसान नहीं है. हाँ, सो यू मे नो द डिटेल्स. सो तो अगर एक देश से दूसरा देश जाना आसान नहीं है तो फिर क्या भगवत धाम जाना जो भौतिक जगत से परे आसान होगा? तो इसलिए क्या चाहिए? उत्साह. Therefore some enthusiasm is required. Without enthusiasm one cannot be successful. Srila Prabhupada is right. Without enthusiasm one cannot be successful. And Prabhupada is giving down to earth example. Even in this material world, one has to be very enthusiastic in his particular field of activity in order to become successful. Student, businessman, artist, or anyone else who wants success in his line must be enthusiastic. Similarly, one has to be very enthusiastic in devotional service. बाहर की दुनिया में वही देखते हैं ना. जैसे कि आजकल हम देखते हैं कि आईआईटी के लिए कब से शुरू करते पढ़ाई? हाँ, हाँ, 6 स्टैंडर्ड. 6 स्टैंडर्ड से शुरू करते. क्यों इतनी उत्साह? क्यों? क्या? That means what? They are convinced goal of life is to enter IIT. तो इसलिए तो उत्साह है ना. They are convinced if I enter into IIT then life is successful. They're convinced. तो किसी भी फील्ड में, if one has to be successful, one has to put in so much of enthusiasm, endeavor. It applies everywhere, right? So then what about devotional service? So sometimes devotees try to justify. नहीं ठीक है, क्या है, अब इस कलयुग में चैतन्य महाप्रभु बहुत पतित पावन है. और कुछ डिवोटीज कुछ अलग अलग कोट्स कहाँ से लाते हैं पता नहीं, हमें तो पता नहीं. हाँ, बैक डोर, फ्रंट डोर, ये डोर, वो डोर, कुछ अलग अलग कोट्स लाते हैं. One cannot try to find excuses for not having enthusiasm. No, it doesn't work. Sometimes one thinks, okay, as I become senior, then I can reduce my enthusiasm. ठीक है, जो नए भक्त हैं बहुत उत्साहित रहते हैं, अच्छी बात है. जैसे सीनियर हो जाएंगे तो क्या है, थोड़ा धीरे जाएंगे, बहुत कर लिया. So we have the most wonderful example, that is Srila Prabhupada. So today is what date? What is today's date? 13th of August. Is there anything special about this date? This date according to the English calendar. Take the mic and say. Right. Which year? On the 13th of August, 1965, which was a Friday, at about 9:30 in the morning, Srila Prabhupada very enthusiastically boarded the Jaladuta alone. How many people were there to see him off? Some 3 people were there to see. But Srila Prabhupada was confident and enthusiastic. At what age? He was 69 and very soon going to be 70. And such unparalleled enthusiasm to fulfill the instructions of a spiritual master. There is no parallel in the history of the world. No parallel. And even though Srila Prabhupada on the Jaladuta, was it a smooth ride? With 2 heart attacks, alone. There was no one to even cook for him. Even after the heart attacks, he was cooking alone. He writes in his diary, he tried to make some khichdi and things like that. And when he reached Boston, after how many days? Huh? almost 40 days. He reached Boston on the 17th of September, 1965. Did you know where he will go? तो जब हम एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान जाते हैं, हम कितने चीज देखते हैं? हाँ? कौन आएगा रिसीव करने के लिए, कब आएगा, कहाँ रहना है, ये वो कितने सारे। शिल प्रॉपर्ट के लिए कुछ भी नहीं। Totally foreign place, foreign land, no friends, no acquaintances, nothing. And no money. 40 rupees, which could never be exchanged in the US. And most of you may have read. If you have not read, please read. Shil Prabhupada's Lilamrit at least. Then we know what is the sacrifice Shil Prabhupada has made for this movement. Shil Prabhupada himself says, when he boarded the Jaladuta, he carried with him a bag of cereal. Cereal मतलब कुछ तो दाने, exactly क्या थे पता नहीं, चावल था या गेहूं था या exactly पता नहीं, but something he carried. And Srila Prabhupada himself says, I did not know whether I will get prasad in the US, but I was ready to live on that cereal and boiled potatoes for the rest of my life. That was his enthusiasm. But then, of course, Srila Prabhupada says, by Krishna's grace, I'm getting nice prasad. And of course, the list is unending. How many difficulties Srila Prabhupada went through? And yet, till his last breath, his enthusiasm never reduced. 1976, Srila Prabhupada was in Manhattan. At that time, ISKCON had 11-storied building at Manhattan. Unfortunately, it's not there now, but at that time it was there. Srila Prabhupada's quarters were on the top floor. And after one initiation ceremony, Srila Prabhupada became very sick. And within a day or so, Srila Prabhupada was scheduled to go to London. So devotees were requesting at that point of time, this is 1976, the movement has spread all over the world. So many senior devotees, disciples, sannyasis, GBCs were there. And they were requesting Srila Prabhupada, please stay here for some more days. Srila Prabhupada said, no, I'm scheduled to go to London, I'm leaving. So devotees were requesting, please, Srila Prabhupada, stay here, you've got nice rooms, your health will improve. The day for departure came, Srila Prabhupada had his bags packed. Prabhupada was very sick. But Srila Prabhupada said, we'll leave. So Srila Prabhupada got into the lift. Senior devotees got into the lift along with Srila Prabhupada. Still they were requesting, Srila Prabhupada, please, please, wait for some more days. She wasn't down. Then finally Srila Prabhupada said, I want to die on the battlefield of preaching just like a soldier dies on the battlefield. And when Srila Prabhupada said that, understanding the desire of Srila Prabhupada, all the devotees kept silent. And then Srila Prabhupada left. After 8 to 9 hours, Srila Prabhupada reached London. And when he reached London, he was so sick. There's a detailed description of that by Harishari Prabhu in the Transcendental Diary. Srila Prabhupada, when he reached there, he sat in the car, he began vomiting. So the point is, this is the example we have in front of us. An example of such enthusiasm to serve Guru and Krishna. His 20-year-old disciples could not catch up with him. So therefore, it's very important for us as devotees of ISKCON, it's very important for us to read about the life of Srila Prabhupada so that we know what is the standard that Srila Prabhupada has set for us. Srila Prabhupada has not set a standard where one takes to retirement at an elderly age and does some personal bhajan. No, that's not the example Srila Prabhupada has. Srila Prabhupada has set this example of being on the battlefield till the last breath. And of course, following that example, we also have some of Srila Prabhupada's very glorious disciples who have also passed away in a very similar manner. We have His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. We have His Holiness Bhakti Tirth Maharaj. Recently, we have His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj. All of them, till the last breath, they were serving. That's the example they've set. So, therefore, that is what is very important if we want to please Guru and Krishna with our activities and ultimately become successful. And so, therefore, Srila Prabhupada is explaining that a part of enthusiasm is accepting everything in Krishna's service. So, Srila Prabhupada writes here, under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master, one has to make everything favorable for Krishna's service. For example, at present we're using a dictaphone. The materialist who invented this machine intended it for businessmen or writers of mundane subject matters. He certainly never thought of using the dictaphone in God's service. But we are using this dictaphone to write Krishna conscious literature. Of course, the manufacture of the dictaphone is wholly with the energy of the Lord, energy of Krishna. So in this way, a part of enthusiasm is to understand that everything belongs to Krishna and therefore everything should be used in Krishna's service. Now, Srila Prabhupada over here gives a very precise definition of enthusiasm. And we should all definitely memorize this definition. So what is the definition? Please repeat. Endeavor executed with intelligence in Krishna consciousness is called utsaha. or enthusiasm. Over his lectures, he Krishna conscious intelligence worked out everything. आप सोचिए यहाँ पर अगर कोई बहुत बड़ा आदमी है, बहुत कंपनी चला रहा है, तो बहुत बार हम क्या देखते हैं, दो दो फोन, खाने को समय नहीं है, ऐसे तो है ना? और अगर शिल प्रभुपाद जी का जीवन देखो, 1 hour मॉर्निंग वॉक, 1 hour almost 45 minutes lunch and no phones. And Brahmadarani International Society. Yes. This is called lazy intelligence. This is Krishna conscious intelligence. And Srila Prabhupada, Shruti Prabhu says in afternoon time, he had his personal time in the afternoon. Srila Prabhupada would sing bhajans, he would read his own books. Of course, रात को कम तो होता. But Srila Prabhupada never appeared to be in a hurry. सब कुछ आराम से करते थे. Of course, हर रोज करते थे, regularly. But Srila Prabhupada never appeared passionate. So he maintained that steady enthusiasm every day. And therefore, so much was accomplished. तो कभी कुछ लोग क्या है, कुछ दिनों के लिए बहुत उत्साह दिखाएंगे और फिर बहुत उत्साह दिखाने के बाद पूरा नीचे, फिर एकदम फ्लैट. That's not very intelligent. So therefore, endeavor executed with intelligence in Krishna consciousness, in Krishna service, for the pleasure of Krishna. That is intelligence. So therefore, one must be very clear how to execute devotional service with enthusiasm. Okay, now we'll go on to the next point because both are related. So the next point is what? Nishchay. Nishchay means confidence. And Dhairya means patience. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada is sort of combining these three. So I'll read this paragraph. These activities must be executed with patience. One should not be impatient in Krishna consciousness. Indeed, this Krishna conscious movement was started single-handedly. And in the beginning, there was no response. But because we continued to execute our devotional activities with patience, people gradually began to understand the importance of this movement, and now they're eagerly participating. One should not be impatient in discharging devotional service, but should take instructions from the spiritual master and execute them with patience, depending on the mercy of Guru and Krishna. The successful execution of Krishna conscious activities requires both patience and confidence. Let me give an example. A newly married girl naturally expects offspring from her husband, but she cannot expect to have them immediately after marriage. Of course, as soon as she is married, she can attempt to get a child, but she must surrender to her husband, confident that her child will develop and be born in due time. Similarly, in devotional service, surrender means one has to become confident. The devotee thinks, Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. Krishna will surely protect me and give me help for the successful execution of devotional service. This is called confidence. Okay. So one should be confident that if one executes devotional service sincerely with patience, the goal is definite. Prabhupada writes further on. Engagement in the devotional service of the Lord is the life and soul of the living entity. It is the desired goal and supreme perfection of human life. One has to become confident about this, and one also has to be confident that all activities other than devotional service, such as mental speculation, fruitive work, mystic endeavor, will never yield any enduring benefit. Complete confidence in the path of devotional service will enable one to attain his desired goal, but attempting to follow other paths will only succeed in making one restless. So one should be convinced on the basis of Krishna's assurances in the Gita. Kaunteya pradijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. And then Srila Prabhupada writes, amazing statement. So much can be discussed on this one statement. Devotional service is so pure and perfect that once having begun, one is forcibly dragged to ultimate success. एक बार भक्ति में आ गया कोई व्यक्ति, भगवान छोड़ते ही नहीं। So what Krishna will do? Drag the person till he gets success. So we have a choice. Either go ahead voluntarily or be dragged. अगर हम स्वेच्छा से आगे जाते हैं तो आसान है, नहीं तो कोई जबरदस्ती खींच रहा है, आगे जाने की इच्छा नहीं, फिर भी कोई खींच रहा है, तो क्या होता है? हाँ हाँ, बहुत पेन होगा, बहुत तकलीफ है, लेकिन फिर भी कोई खींच रहा है, बहुत तकलीफ होता है फिर, तो वही होता है। तो अगर स्वेच्छा से कोई आगे बढ़ने के लिए तैयार नहीं होता है तो फिर भगवान ऐसे खींचते हैं और क्या क्या करते हैं, लेकिन कोई बचता नहीं। दिस इज अ फैक्ट। If we don't agree to voluntarily make progress, Krishna will create situations where we'll be forced to make progress, but then it becomes very painful. But why Srila Prabhupada is writing these statements here? To give us confidence that the process is perfect. The process is perfect. So we should have confidence. So that's why you give the example of the IIT. इतना confidence होता है ना लोग, वो IIT में entrance मिला बस वो जॉब लगेगा, हाँ वो बड़ा पैकेज मिलेगा, so much confidence है। तो इसलिए भगवान तो इतने सारे आश्वासन दे रहे हैं ना गीता में। So we should have confidence. And when there's confidence, then one will take the process with great enthusiasm. So usually we give this example. तो मान लो आप यहाँ लखनऊ से कानपुर जा रहे हो और आप पहली बार जा रहे हो, सुबह का समय है, रास्ते पर कोई नहीं है, आपके पास स्मार्टफोन नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, तो आप जा रहे हो लेकिन पता नहीं है। तो मान लो द रोड डिवाइड्स इनटू राइट एंड लेफ्ट, तो अभी पता नहीं कहाँ जाना है, राइट जाना है, लेफ्ट जाना है। तो यू टेक अ चांस, ओके लेट मी टेक राइट, हाउ फास्ट विल यू गो? हाउ फास्ट विल यू गो? वेरी स्लो, भाई। हाँ, नो कॉन्फिडेंस। So because there is no confidence, one tends to go very slow. लेकिन अगर पता है पक्का ये सही रास्ता है तो full speed. So that is why it is very important to have that confidence. The process is 100% perfect. सिर्फ फॉलो करना है बस। ठीक है। एट द सेम टाइम पेशेंस। तो बहुत बार डिवोटीज पूछते हैं, "हम्म, हम इतने साल से जप कर रहे हैं लेकिन फिर भी भौतिक इच्छाएं, फिर भी काम क्रोध।" तो यूजली हम पूछते हैं कितने साल हुए? ठीक है, 5 साल, 10 साल, 20 साल, ठीक है, 30 साल। और हम कब से हैं इस भौतिक जगत में? कितने साल? कितने साल हुए? कितने? कुछ गिनती है ही नहीं। प्रॉपर यूजली सेज टाइम इमेमोरियल। तो अनगिनत जन्मों से हम यहाँ पर इस भौतिक जगत में हैं। तो 5, 10, 20, 30 साल क्या है उसके साथ? तो इसलिए सोचना है कि जो मिला है वही बहुत बड़ी बात। हम भक्ति में आ गए, वही बहुत बड़ी बात है। ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु की असीम कृपा है। तो therefore the point is one has to be patient. ऐसा नहीं कि this sometimes this becomes a big problem. इतने साल हो गए इस्कॉन में, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, प्रेम के लक्षण प्रकट नहीं हो रहे, लगता है कुछ समस्या है प्रोसेस में, ठीक है हम इस्कॉन छोड़कर कहीं और जाएंगे, शायद कुछ मिलेगा वहां। कहीं भी जाओ, तीन ब्रह्मांड में घूमो, कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है। The process is perfect. We have to have faith. We have to have patience. समय लगेगा, समय लगेगा। एक तो इतने सारे अनंत भरे हुए हैं और दूसरी ओर हमारा प्रैक्टिस भी उतना इंटेंस नहीं है। क्या मिलने वाला? So therefore, with the confidence, one should be patient. Okay. Okay, we'll proceed to the any one question if somebody has on this discussion.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। हाँ, एक क्वेश्चन था, जैसे श्रीला प्रभुपाद जी ने जो इंथुसियाज्म दिखाया था टीचिंग को लेके, लेकिन जैसे कि वो एक जो इंथुसियाज्म होता है जो डेली डेली कैसे मेंटेन करें? लाइक डेली आज मंगल आरती में बहुत ज्यादा लाइक जैसे कि आज मंगल बहुत ज्यादा enthusiasm रहा, कल नहीं हुआ, कभी हुआ, नहीं हुआ, तो वो कैसे? श्रीला प्रभुपाद जी को मतलब डेली उनका था।
हम भोजन महीने में कितने बार करते हैं? हाँ?
60।
क्या?
60।
दिन में कितने बार?
2 बार।
एटलीस्ट 2 बार तो होता ही ना। तो कभी होता है एक दिन भूल गए, कभी होता है एक दिन उत्साह है ही नहीं, ठीक है बीमार है तो अलग बात, कभी होता है आज भोजन का उत्साह है ही
छुट्टी नहीं होती तब नहीं होता है।
नहीं। अलग बात। मैं कौन हूं? कौन?
सोल।
उसके लिए खाना, मेरा खाना।
चैंटिंग।
हाँ,
जमन कीर्तन।
तो उत्साह से करना है नहीं, नहीं तो मैं भूखा रह जाऊंगा। कौन भूखा रहेगा?
सोल।
नहीं, कौन?
मैं बोला।
मैं। तो फिर आप भूखा रह जाओगे, क्या संतुष्ट हो पाए? तो फिर उत्साह से भोजन करना पड़ेगा ना। किसके लिए?
मन से।
मेरे लिए। ठीक है ना, तो इसलिए हर रोज। हम्म।
चलो कम कैसे होता है ब्रो, जी मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था।
अच्छा ठीक है, कम कम कैसे होता है, क्यों होता है? अलग अलग कारण हो सकते हैं। एक हो सकता है अपराध, अपराध की वजह से फिर भगवान कृपा को काट देते हैं, कृपा का सप्लाई, तो फिर उत्साह कम हो जाता है। दूसरा कारण ये हो सकता है कि हमारी जो साधना है वो ठीक नहीं है, मतलब शुद्धिकरण नहीं हो रहा है। शुद्धिकरण ठीक से नहीं होगा तो फिर सारे अनर्थ ऊपर आ जाएंगे, तो फिर हमारा उत्साह कम। या हम शास्त्र ठीक से नहीं पढ़ रहे, तो फिलॉसफी ठीक से समझ में नहीं आता क्यों करना है, तो वो एक कारण हो सकता है। तो अलग अलग कारण हो सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो अभी ओके।
Pradivati enthusiasm is indirect in with intelligence and Krishna consciousness. And another thing is like acting in mode of passion. How
what
can we differentiate between these?
अच्छा क्वेश्चन। Sometimes enthusiasm is mistaken to be passion, or passion is mistaken to be enthusiasm. And sometimes laziness is mistaken to be goodness. Therefore, what is passionate and what is real enthusiasm is based upon the motive. That is the main difference. So, if you have studied Bhagavad Gita, so Krishna has spoken about so many things in the mode of, in the three modes, right? Sacrifice in three modes, charity in three modes, knowledge in three modes, action in three modes, so many things. So everywhere you will find, whenever Krishna speaks about mode of passion, there is one characteristic which is common, and that is what? The person in the mode of passion is attached to results, fruits. So the characteristic of the mode of passion is Sangha and Trishna, Krishna, hankering for the fruits and attachment to the fruits. This is the characteristic of mode of passion. तो इसलिए जो व्यक्ति रजोगुण में होता है उसको क्या चाहिए? फल चाहिए, रिजल्ट चाहिए, नहीं मिलेगा सब उत्साह खत्म। But the person in the mode of goodness, he is not attached to the fruits. So whether he gets fruits or no, he continues the activity as a matter of duty. तो हम शिल प्रभुपाद जी के जीवन में देखते हैं, अमेरिका जाने से पहले कितने साल प्रभुपाद जी ने प्रयास किया इंडिया में प्रचार करने, बस 40 years. और फिर अमेरिका में जाने के बाद तो क्या तुरंत सक्सेस मिला? नहीं, ऑलमोस्ट 1-2 साल कुछ नहीं आया, लेकिन फिर भी प्रभुपाद जी ने कंटिन्यू. So why? Because he was firmly fixed to please Guru and Krishna. Results or no results. And eventually the results came. And so that's why Srila Prabhupada is giving this very precise definition of enthusiasm. Endeavor executed with intelligence in Krishna consciousness. That means it is meant for pleasure of Krishna. Passion मतलब क्या है? Results किसके लिए? मेरे लिए. So that is passion. And similarly, so in goodness, the person may not be jumping around like monkey, but he knows when to act, how much to act, he knows. And the goal is very clear. But a person who's lazy, he's a tamogun, then nothing is clear. The purpose is not clear, how to do is not clear, कुछ clear नहीं है, तो इसलिए क्या कहते सो जाता है. So that is tamogun. Okay. Okay, fine. So now we will discuss very important topic, which this is only one instruction in the whole nectar of instruction. The one instruction that Rupa Goswami is repeating twice is what? Yes. So in the third verse he says, Sangha Tyagat. And in the second verse he said, Jana Sangha. But both are related to association. And so therefore, association plays a very vital role in practice of devotional service. So Srila Prabhupada, in his lectures also, Srila Prabhupada says that just like even in the outside world, we find people form different associations, right? Engineers form their association, doctors form their association, और कौन? पंजाबी लोग अपना एसोसिएशन बनाते हैं, या यूपी लोग, मुझे पता नहीं क्या करें. हाँ, यहाँ पर भी है कुछ. हाँ, आर्य समाज, ठीक है, बहुत सारे समाज होते. तो क्यों बनाते हैं ऐसे समाज? हाँ, क्यों बनाते हैं? हाँ, हाँ, क्यों क्यों? Right. So people, when they come together, they can exchange ideas and they can exchange their challenges and how to overcome the challenges in order to make progress in their respective fields. तो संघ से उत्साह मिलता है ना, तो इसलिए लोग आते हैं साथ. So similarly in Krishna consciousness also, association is very important. So now, Srila Prabhupada is very often quoted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Asat Santyag a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava is one who gives up the Asat Sang. So then Mahaprabhu clarifies that who falls in the category of Asat Sang? Stri Sangi, asad. So Stri Sangi means one who is attached to a woman. Or in general, sense gratification. Attachment to woman is one of the examples of sense gratification. Otherwise, in general, sense gratification. So if we associate with materialistic people who are attached to sense gratification, what will happen? We will also be influenced by their consciousness. ठीक है, कोई प्रश्न पूछ सकता है कि ठीक है, हम तो स्टूडेंट हैं या जॉब कर रहे हैं, जो भी कर रहे हैं, तो बाहर तो जाना ही पड़ता है, जाना पड़ता है ना? तो क्या बाहर के लोग सब डिवोटीज है? तो फिर क्या करे, सब बंद करे फिर? So the first question is, what does it mean to associate with someone? What does it mean to associate? हाँ बोलो, क्या? Submissive oral reception. Good point. Good point. So in the fourth verse, Rup Goswami is saying, what is meant by association? What? Dadati, pratigrinnati, guhyamakyati, prichati, bhunkti, bhojeti cheva, shadvida, priti lakshanam. So when one performs these 6 activities with anyone, we associate with that person, especially the guhyam akyati prichati. So as he rightly said, submissive oral reception. तो जब हम किसी व्यक्ति से ध्यान पूर्वक श्रवण करते हैं, तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं? उस व्यक्ति से संग कर रहे हैं. So this affects positively as well as negatively. So therefore, we find throughout the Shastra, we find so many examples of transformation taking place by association. Just like मृगारी, सबको पता है ना मृगारी क्या किया उसने? क्या कर रहा था वो? ओके, हाफ किलिंग एनिमल्स. तो फिर क्या हुआ? कौन आए? नारद मुनि. क्या कहा? ठीक है, जो भी कहा उसने सुन लिया. सुन लिया ना? कैसे पता कि सुन लिया? क्या किया? क्या? Yes, he followed. He followed what Narad Muni said. Narad Muni said, break the bow. धनुष को तोड़ो. खाना कहां से मिलेगा? नारद मुनि क्या कर? अरे चिंता मत करो, मैं भाई. तो अभी विश्वास रखना पड़ता है ना. So he had faith in Narad Muni. Because he had faith, he followed the instructions. And because he followed the instructions, what happened? Transformation. This is association. Very simple. तो अब जितने भी एग्जाम्पल्स आए सब, there are so many examples, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya. We can again take the example of our Srila Prabhupada. तो 1922 में जब पहली बार भक्ति सिद्धांत ठाकुर से मिले, तो सबसे पहले प्रभुपाद जी ने क्या कहा? जब भक्ति ठाकुर ने कहा कि preach this message, प्रभुपाद ने तुरंत क्या कहा? We are under British rule. We are not an independent nation. Who will hear our message? Bhakti Thakur, what he said? Yes, Krishna consciousness is an emergency. It cannot wait for anything. तो जब श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर ने वो कहा, तो श्रील प्रभुपाद ने उसको क्या किया? He accepted. He accepted right on the spot. Srila Prabhupada himself says in lectures, I was happy to be defeated by my spiritual master. He accepted. And then there was transformation. Of course, that's a leela, but any case. But this is the meaning of association. तो अगर So this acts both ways, positively and negative. Both ways it acts. तो अगर हम सही व्यक्ति का संग करेंगे, वास्तव में संग करेंगे, मतलब श्रवण करने के बाद क्या करना चाहिए? क्या करना? हाँ, अप्लाई। जब विश्वास होता है कि इस व्यक्ति ने सही बोला है, तो क्या करेगा व्यक्ति? अप्लाई तो करेगा, नहीं तो क्या मतलब? तो अगर हम किसी क्लास में बैठे हैं, सुन रहे हैं, बहुत क्लासेस सुन लिया, कुछ एप्लीकेशन है ही नहीं, इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब क्या है? हमने एसोसिएशन का फायदा उठाया ही नहीं। Therefore, Srila Prabhupada has written a very beautiful statement in the Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, 19th verse purport. Srila Prabhupada has written, simply hearing like the hogs is useless. What? बोलो, जोर से बोलो। तो मान लो कोई सुअर आकर यहां पर बैठेंगे, वो सुनेंगे या नहीं? सुनेंगे या नहीं? सुनेंगे, उसके पास कान है, वो सुनेगा। लेकिन सुनने के बाद क्या होगा? क्या होगा? कुछ नहीं होगा। क्यों? वो अप्लाई कर पाए नहीं। So if as human beings we are sitting and hearing and not trying to apply, then what does it mean? What does it mean? हाँ, ठीक है, हम नहीं बोल रहे, ये प्रभु बोल रहे हैं। So therefore, association means there must be some change. तो इसलिए सही व्यक्ति का संग करना बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। So the same thing applies. So if we hear very submissively from materialistic person, and that also applies to books. ऐसे मत समझना ये क्या है, ये प्रिंट है, इससे क्या होता है? Why are we reading then these books? When we read these books, whom are we associating with? So the same principle applies. You read any book, you are associating with the author of that book, because these are his thoughts we are associating with. So as devotees, we should be careful. So kabhi especially preachers, for the sake of preaching, sometimes they read too many books. Then it affects the consciousness. Anyway, we have enough examples within our society. So therefore, Stri Sangi, materialistic people. So we should not associate with them. Okay, you can work with them, but one must not associate. अगर वो बोलेंगे अरे ये हरे कृष्ण वाले क्या फालतू है, छोड़ो। So if we hear that submissively, क्या होगा? It will affect our consciousness. So the same thing applies. आजकल हाँ, ये YouTube ये वो, हाँ, तो बहुत सारे लेक्चर्स, वीडियोस of so-called devotees, babas, bapus. हाँ, तो कभी भक्तों को भी लगता है अरे क्या है, थोड़ा सुन लेंगे, क्या है उसमें, थोड़ा वैरायटी चाहिए ना, थोड़ा सुन लेंगे, क्या है, वो भी भगवत गीता भागवतम पर बोलते हैं क्या, आप लोग सुनते हैं क्या नहीं? हमें पता है बहुत सारे डिवोटी सुनते हैं, क्या है वो, तो क्या है, कहाँ पर है, कहाँ पर? किसको पता चलता है? बस सिर्फ परमात्मा को पता चलता है। But Srila Prabhupada has given warning, quoting Sanatan Goswami, what? Vaishnavo mukho ginam bhuta harikata amritam shravanam na kartavyam sarpochishta payayatha. He's given warning, don't hear from Vaishnavas, sadhu, don't hear. All these so-called sadhus, mayavadis, don't hear, because it is like milk touched by the lips of a serpent. तो जब कोई सर्प उस दूध को स्पर्श करता है तो फिर वो कैसा दिखेगा, वो दूध जैसा ही दिखेगा। तो फिर व्यक्ति सोचता है क्या समस्या है इसमें, क्या वो दूध है, पीने में क्या समस्या है, ठीक है पी लो ना। फिर कुछ समय के बाद धीरे धीरे सा सुंदर इफेक्ट कर, समय लगता है, धीरे धीरे। तो उसी प्रकार हमें लग सकता है, एक बार सुन लेंगे थोड़ा, एक बार, ये बहुत सारे लोग सुनते हैं, हम सुन रहे हैं कि बहुत सारे लोग सुन रहे हैं, तो हम भी थोड़ा सुन लेंगे, शायद शायद कुछ बेनिफिट हो सकता है, हम सुन लेंगे। तो एक बार सुनते हैं, कुछ होता है, एक बार सुनने के बाद नहीं कुछ नहीं होता है, क्या कुछ नहीं होता है, तो फिर मन क्या बोलेगा, और एक बार सुन लो ना, क्या होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा ना, और एक बार सुन, दो बार हो गया, फिर कुछ होता है, नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता है, फिर दिस हाउ माया ट्रिक्स, and this is a fact within the history of our movement. We are not talking about neophyte devotees. We are talking about senior devotees, senior preacher devotees who have spent 20, 30 years in the movement, having so many followers. By this hearing from non-bona fide sources, they left the movement. There's enough proof. ये ऐसा ही होता है, एक 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 करके फिर व्यक्ति थोड़े दिन के बाद, अरे वो व्यक्ति बहुत बढ़िया बोलता है, इस कान में क्या, अरे ये क्या है फालतू, तो फिर व्यक्ति कहाँ जाएगा, फिर वहीं जाएगा। कई केसेस हुए हैं, बहुत सतर्क रहना चाहिए, नेवर फॉल इनटू दिस ट्रैप। इसलिए अच्छा वही है कि हम इस्कॉन के बहुत सारे लेक्चर्स हैं, इस्कॉन डिजायर ट्री में जाओ, कितने सारे भक्तों के लेक्चर्स हैं, सीनियर डिवोटीज के लेक्चर्स है, वैरायटी चाहिए, बहुत सारे वैरायटी है। स्टिक टू इस्कॉन डिवोटीज। Srila Prabhupada has written 4th canto, 9th chapter, 11th verse purport. Srila Prabhupada has written, anyone who thinks he can practice Krishna consciousness outside this society, कौन सी society? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Anyone who thinks he can practice Krishna consciousness outside this society is simply living in a hallucination. Hallucination मतलब क्या है? भ्रमित स्थिति। It is impossible. प्रभुपाद जी लिख रहे हैं, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूं, it is impossible फिर भी कुछ लोग थोड़ा एक्सपेरिमेंट करके देखते हैं. No need. These words of the Acharya are realized words. They are perfect. There is no need of experimentation. जिन्होंने भी एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है कभी सफल नहीं. So we should not follow that parampara of foolish people. So therefore, we have to be very careful about our association. If we associate with enthusiastic, sincere devotees, that is what we'll get. और आजकल और एक ट्रेंड है, क्या है? कौन ज्यादा जोक्स बोलता है? क्या है आजकल मटेरियल लाइफ में लोग इतना फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गए, लोगों को कुछ ना कुछ एंटरटेनमेंट. तो ठीक है, स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में आ गए तो यहाँ पर भी थोड़ा कुछ तो एंटरटेनमेंट. So if that becomes the basis of our association, कौन कितना जोक्स बोलेगा, कितना ह्यूमर है, हाँ, तो फिर क्या मिलेगा उसे? क्या मिलेगा उसे? उतना ही मिलेगा. क्या? जोक्स. तो खुद का जीवन भी जोक बन जाए. स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ इज नॉट मेंट फॉर जोक्स. ठीक है, हमारा तो जोक्स तो चलता ही है. बट इफ दैट बिकम्स आवर गोल, somehow find some spiritual entertainment, then we can't achieve our goal. फिर ठीक है, एंटरटेनमेंट तो मिले, लेकिन गोल नहीं मिलेगा जो हम चाहते हैं. So we have to decide. Spiritual life is serious business. If we are serious in Krishna consciousness, there's enough entertainment within Krishna consciousness. So therefore, one has to be very careful about one's association, especially in the modern age where there are so many avenues and so many distractions. One has to remain fixed in choosing the right type of association. If you have any doubts, please consult your seniors and find out whom to associate. Don't go by externals. So, surprising but fact. तो कभी कभी लोगों को लगता है तो ये क्या, ये सब कलयुग की वजह से. Of course, why blame कलयुग? We have to blame ourselves. तो आजकल तो हमारे लीडर्स कौन है? सोसाइटी में लीडर्स कौन है? हाँ, अरे वो छोड़ो भाई, इन जनरल मैं पूछ. हाँ हाँ, actors, actresses, industrialists who have money, politicians who have followers, these are leaders. देखिए, जिस व्यक्ति का कुछ कैरेक्टर है ही नहीं, सब प्रकार के पाप कार्य कर रहा है व्यक्ति, but just because he has following and money, he becomes a leader. This is the situation of Kali Yuga. So the same thing comes to spirituality also. The same mentality. तो लोग तुरंत क्या देख, अरे कितने फॉलोअर्स है, वो यूट्यूब पर कितने फॉलोअर्स? हाँ, बहुत फॉलोअर्स है. बढ़िया होगा ही, इतने फॉलोअर्स है. This becomes the criteria. This is all Kalyug mentality. तो क्वालिटी देखने के लिए कोई सोचता नहीं. So then the one who's most popular becomes the leader. But is that the basis? Our basis is Guru Sadhu Shastra. That is our basis. So therefore, very important that we choose the right type of association, because all Shastras unanimously agree on this one singular point, that progress in Krishna consciousness depends entirely on association. There is no doubt about it. Want to proceed from Kanishta to Madhyam to Uttam, the only way is association. Mahutsevam dvaram ahur vimukte tamo dvaram yoshitam sangi sangam. You associate with the Mahats, the Mahatmas, the doors to liberation are open. You associate with the sense gratifiers, the doors to hell are open. अब choice हमारा है, किस दरवाजे से जाना है. So much can be spoken on association, but we have spoken some few points which are very important for association. So one has to be very careful about association. So, and I think we've covered it. Okay, so what remains? Tatat karma pravartanat, we already discussed about following the various rules, regulations. We already discussed that point. So that's basically the regulative principle of Shravana, Kirtana, Vishnu. And following the footsteps of the previous acharyas, so that is Sadovritti. So one has to follow the instructions of the previous acharyas, especially for us, the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, and that is how one can make progress. So Srila Prabhupada concludes the purport to text 3 by saying, since all the devotees of the Lord are under the protection of His supreme potency, they should not deviate from the path of devotional service and take to the path of karmi, jnani, or yogi. This is called utsan nishay dhairya tat karma pravartanat, enthusiastically executing the regulative activities of devotional service with patience and confidence. In this way, one can advance in devotional service without hindrance. Hare Krishna. It's already 8 o'clock. Any time for questions? Your question may be small, but what was the answer?
तो जी मेरा क्वेश्चन क्या है कि कभी कभी अगर कोई किसी से पूछता है, ऐसे हम लोग कोई क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं तो कोई डिवोटी पूछता है कि जैसे आपका क्या मतलब मत है इस केस में, आपका क्या विचार है. तो प्रभु जी ये इस पे मतलब हम लोग जो बोलेंगे क्योंकि एग्जैक्ट आंसर पता नहीं है तो वो स्पेकुलेशन होगा. तो प्रभु जी इस केस में मतलब क्या करना
तो
चाहिए.
क्यों स्पेकुलेट करना है? अगर नहीं पता है तो क्या बोलना चाहिए? नहीं पता है, सिंपल. नहीं पता है तो नहीं पता, स्पेकुलेट क्यों करना है? तो बोलना चाहिए कि ठीक है, मैं किसी सीनियर को पूछता हूँ, वापस आ. स्पेकुलेट क्यों करना है? क्योंकि मान प्रतिष्ठा को बचाना है ना, ये समस्या है. नहीं पता है तो नहीं पता, सिंपल, बी सिंपल. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वालिटी फॉर डिवोटी, सरलता ए वैष्णवता. Important qualities for Vaishnava is what? Simplicity. Anything else? Hey, you had a question, na? हाँ बोल. अब वो माइक दे दो.
Guruji, in the morning class we discussed that words of Guru Puja that Divigyan Hriday Prakasito. But what is the difference that Hriday Prakasito and our intellect?
In the Bhagavad Gita, in two places, Krishna speaks about Gyan and Vigyan. So my request to you is please read the purport to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, text 8. It's a very beautiful purport, where Srila Prabhupada is very precisely explaining what is Gyan and what is Vigyan. Srila Prabhupada begins that purport by saying, simply bookish knowledge without realization is useless. And then Srila Prabhupada is explaining why. And Srila Prabhupada is quoting, Adha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavedrayam indre sevanmukhi jivvado swayameva swarutyada. Because spiritual knowledge is something which cannot be understood by our materialistic mind and senses. Therefore, if we simply read books and get information, that information is not equal to understanding. Because with our material mind, senses, and intelligence, we cannot figure out spiritual knowledge. ठीक है, मैं एक simple उदाहरण देता हूं to tell what is the difference between knowledge and realized knowledge, ज्ञान और विज्ञान. मान लो आपको पता ही नहीं कि गुलाब जामुन क्या है. मान लो आपको पता है, तो कोई व्यक्ति आता है और 1 घंटा लेक्चर देता है कि गुलाब जामुन क्या है, कैसे बनता है, उसका रेसिपी क्या है, उसका ये क्या है, सब 1 घंटा एकदम फर्स्ट क्लास लेक्चर. तो आपको गुलाब जामुन क्या है ये समझ में आया ही नहीं? आया नहीं? हाँ, थियोरेटिकली समझ में आ गया. तो समस्या क्या है? तो प्रैक्टिकल क्या चाहिए? हाँ, टेस्ट. तो अभी एक बार टेस्ट कर लिया. हाँ. तो टेस्ट करने के बाद क्या होता है? तो जब एक बार वो गुलाब जामुन को टेस्ट किया, तो फिर कोई अर्धरात्रि भी कोई आकर कहता है, देखो आपके लिए फर्स्ट क्लास गुलाब जामुन है, क्या करोगे? शायद उठ जाएंगे ना. क्यों? There is realized knowledge about the taste of gulab jamun because you have experienced the taste. तो इसलिए ये ज्ञान और विज्ञान को हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं? चित्तकीय ज्ञान और अनुभवी ज्ञान. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. तो अगर आप 1000 बार भी वो लेक्चर सुनेंगे गुलाब जामुन के बारे में, समझ में आएगा टेस्ट किया. लेकिन एक बार अनुभव किया तो बस. Therefore, you go ahead in that purport. Srila Prabhupada says, when one has realized knowledge, one is convinced. And then one can never be deviated. 10 साल के बाद अगर कोई कहता है अरे भाई आजकल गुलाब जामुन चेंज हो गया, पता है कि 10 साल हो गए, क्या कहोगे आप? नहीं, गुलाब जामुन होता है, वो क्या है, वो टेस्ट थोड़ी बढ़। One is convinced because one has experience. The same thing applies with spiritual knowledge. So, if one is deviating and going to some other path, that means what? He has not realized. He has not experienced. What is Krishna consciousness? What is the sweetness of Krishna consciousness? What is the taste of Krishna? He has not experienced. At least there must be some experience. So if one has that experience, then one will never leave. One will never be deviated. One is convinced this is the best. But to get realization, one has to pay the price. Nothing comes easy. And what is the price? Srila Prabhupada writes in that same purport that realization is got by grace. तो वही पॉइंट है, दिव्य ज्ञान। So whose grace? Guru's grace. Krishna's grace. Krishna's grace coming through the Guru. So when one has that grace of Guru and Krishna, when one pleases them by one's sincere practices, sincerely trying to follow the instructions, then when one pleases and one gets the grace, one gets the blessings, then one is awarded realizations. That is the mercy of the spiritual master, that one gets realizations. And when one gets realizations, one is convinced. And when one is convinced, फिर बाकी लोग कुछ भी बोलने दो, हमें कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So even if the whole world says stop chanting Hare Krishna, that was whose situation? You've all seen the movie? He was surrounded by people who were telling him, stop this. But he already has acquired the taste. He has realized knowledge. So it didn't matter. How much ever people are saying, how much ever torture, जो करना है करने दो, मैं तो छोड़ने वाला नहीं. That is realization. Why? One has been awarded the higher taste by one's sincere practice. तो देखिए 9 stages of devotional service में सबको पता है ना 9 stages क्या है? अदो श्रद्धा, साधु संग, भजन क्रिया, अनर्थ निवृत्ति, निष्ठा, रुचि, आसक्ति, भाव, प्रेम. तो हमको क्या चाहिए? रुचि चाहिए ना, रुचि, टेस्ट, रुचि चाहिए. उसके पहले क्या आता है? निष्ठा. निष्ठा का मतलब क्या? स्टेडीनेस. तो कभी वो डिवोटीज क्या कहते हैं? इफ ओनली आई हैड टेस्ट आई कुड प्रैक्टिस स्टेडीली. भगवान का फॉर्मूला थोड़ा अलग है. भगवान कहते हैं फर्स्ट यू प्रैक्टिस स्टेडली देन आई गिव टेस्ट. दैट इज द प्राइस वन हैज टू पे. तो देखिए, अगर टेस्ट मिल जाता है तो कौन सी बड़ी बात है फिर प्रैक्टिस करने में? कुछ मुश्किल है क्या? टेस्ट ऑलरेडी मिल गया तो कौन सी बड़ी बात है प्रैक्टिस करनी? ऑलरेडी टेस्ट है. लेकिन जब टेस्ट नहीं है फिर भी प्रैक्टिस करना है तो फिर वो क्या होता है? उसको क्या कहते हैं? तपस्या. वही तपस्या है, क्योंकि टेस्ट नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी प्रैक्टिस करना है. दैट इज तपस्या. So then when one goes through that tapasya, for what? For what? फिर कोई पूछेगा नहीं तपस्या क्यों करना है फिर? क्यों करना है? क्यों करना है? हाँ, क्यों करना है? To please Guru and Krishna. This is our goal. तो मुझे टेस्ट मिले या न मिले उनका आदेश है, बस उनका आदेश. And I have faith in their instruction. So I found. It does not matter whether there is taste or not. हाँ, जरूर कुछ टेस्ट तो मिलेगा ही, but it's proportionate. The more I show steadiness, Krishna will release more ruchi. ये था हम प्रपंच. हम बोलेंगे मैं बहुत रेगुलरली मंदिर में जाता हूं, साल में एक बार जन्माष्टमी को. फिर कितना रुचि मिलेगा? उतना ही मिलेगा. That is the price one has to pay. Then when Krishna sees that steadiness, year after year, year after year, year after, then Krishna will release some taste. Then one gets experience. Then one gets realization. Then that simple statement of Srila Prabhupada, chant and be happy, that will become a realization. अभी हम क्या chant and be happy. Chanting तो ठीक है लेकिन ये happy कहाँ पर है? वो तो ऐसी तपस्या है बहुत मुश्किल. We have seen people, new people coming और say कुछ भी सेवा दे दो लेकिन ये चैंटिंग मत बोलो. And Prabhupada said so many times, chant and be happy. But yes, that will become a realization if we agree to follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada in a way so as to please him. ठीक है? Okay, I think so that's enough time. What do you say? I'm okay if there are more questions.
Devotees are open, I think. How many devotees have the question? Two questions. Anybody else have the question?
He seems to be very enthusiastic.
We have to leave for some.
No.
Yes. By some way. Thank you. So you can continue with the discussion.
Another 15 minutes, not more than that.